We, the members of the Polk County Sheriff's Office, are committed to excellence in providing law enforcement, detention, and public safety services. In partnership with our community, we will serve with integrity, compassion, accountability, and professionalism. November 4, 2022. 2 murder suspects from Virgin Islands arrested by Polk County deputies. The Polk County Sheriff's Office arrested 2 murder suspects from the Virgin Islands on Thursday, November 3, 2022. Deputies, supported by K9 and drone units, responded to a residence at 107 Arizona Avenue in Lakeland and quickly arrested the suspects. 30-year-old Jonathan Rivera and his girlfriend 28-year-old Enzinger Williams. At about 5:16 p.m. both suspects were taken to the PCSO Sheriff's Processing Center to be booked in and will await extradition to the Virgin Islands. The Virgin Islands Police Department St. Croix District is charging Jonathan Rivera with first-degree murder, first-degree assault, third-degree assault, unauthorized possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime of violence, first reckless endangerment, and unauthorized possession of ammunition. Enzinger Williams is facing charges of first-degree murder and accessory after the fact. The suspects are wanted for the murder of a 28-year-old St. Croix man in June of this year. They are both from the Virgin Islands and came here in late June, apparently thinking Polk County would be a good place to flee to. They were obviously wrong. Grady Judd, Sheriff. December 13, 2022. Polk County Sheriff's Office arrests 5 men and 1 juvenile for possession of child pornography. In about a span of 1 week, detectives from the Polk County Sheriff's Office arrested 5 local men and a 16-year-old male juvenile for possession of child pornography. Investigations of the suspects began after detectives received tips from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, NCMEC, regarding the passing of child pornography on the Internet. The following are the 6 most recent arrests for possession of child pornography, which is a felony of the 3rd degree. However, the charges are enhanced to a felony of the 2nd degree if the suspect possesses 10 or more images of child pornography and at least 1 image contains any of the following criteria. Image depicting a child younger than the age of 5. Image depicts sadomasochistic abuse of a child. Image depicts sexual battery of a child. Image depicts sexual bestiality involving a child. Or there is a video involving the sexual exploitation of a child. Alejandro Manuel Resto Rodriguez, 20, from Winter Haven. An NCMEC tip was sent to the PCSO in regards to child pornography being transferred via the Discord instant messaging platform. On December 5, 2022, PCSO detectives determined that Rodriguez had downloaded and viewed child pornography on his cell phone. An initial search of that device revealed 94 files of children between a few months old to 8 years of age engaging in lewd acts. Rodriguez was charged with 94 counts of enhanced possession of child pornography. Jonathan Omar Baez Rivera, 18, from Haines City. An NCMEC tip was sent to the PCSO in regards to child pornography. Was transferred via the Instagram platform. On December 6, 2022. Detectives met with Rivera and it was learned that he had also used the Snapchat platform to view child pornography. During an initial search of Rivera's cell phone, 17 files were found, which showed children between 1 and 9 years of age engaged in sexually explicit lewd acts. Rivera was charged with 17 counts of enhanced possession of child pornography. Ian James Vash, 47, from Lakeland. An NCMEC tip was provided to the PCSO regarding child pornography uploaded via a Google email account. On December 7, 2022, detectives met with Vash and he admitted to seeing child pornography online, but denied downloading it. However, an initial search of Vash's cell phone revealed 160 files that showed children, some younger than 6 months of age, engaged in lewd acts. While on scene, detectives also found a glass pipe containing methamphetamine. Vash was charged with enhanced possession of child pornography, 160 counts. Possession of methamphetamine, F3. And possession of drug paraphernalia, M1. Vash's prior criminal history includes battery, narcotics, trespassing, DUI, and driving while license suspended/revoked. Marco Cepeda, Jr., 24, from Lakeland. PCSO detectives received a NCMEC tip about child pornography having been uploaded on a Dropbox account. On December 7, 2022, detectives met with Cepeda at his residence and located a digital storage device in which 7 child pornography images were found during an initial search. Cepeda was charged with 7 counts of possession of child pornography. Cepeda has a prior criminal history which includes battery on a law enforcement officer and battery on fire/EMS. Emmanuel Paulino Correa, 18, from Poinciana. An NCMEC tip regarding the uploading and sharing of child pornography via the Kik instant messaging app was provided to the PCSO. On November 30, 2022, detectives executed a search warrant at a residence in Poinciana and recovered a cell phone in Paulino Correa's bedroom. A search of the phone revealed 30 images of children engaged in sexual conduct. Detectives obtained an arrest warrant for Paulino Correa, and located him that same day. Paulino Correa was charged with 30 counts of enhanced possession of child pornography. 16-year-old teen from Davenport. An NCMEC tip was provided to the PCSO regarding child pornography, uploaded via a Google account. Detectives met with the suspect and one of his parents at their residence on December 8, 2022. During a search of his desktop computer, 25 files of children engaged in sexual conduct were discovered. The suspect was charged with 25 counts of enhanced possession of child pornography. During each of these investigations, other electronic devices owned by the suspects are taken, and a forensic search is conducted on them. If any additional child pornography is located during the search, the suspect will be charged accordingly. October 25, 2022. Orlando man suspected of multiple burglaries in 6 counties. Captured by Polk County Sheriff's Office and charged with attempted murder on 2 deputies. An Orlando man who has been to prison 4 times and was suspected of numerous burglaries recently in 6 Florida counties, was arrested by the Polk County Sheriff's Office on Friday, October 7, 2022, but not before he tried to hit 2 deputies with his vehicle. 37-year-old Carl Dunlap was charged by the PCSO with 11 felonies and 4 misdemeanors to an already lengthy criminal history that included 40 previous felony charges and 22 misdemeanor charges. On September 4, 2022, a burglary occurred at the Marathon convenience store at 6000 State Road 557 in Lake Alfred, in which cash and cigarettes were stolen. Security video showed the suspect fled in a black sedan. On September 23, 2022, a burglary occurred at the Quick Mart at 4646 North Comby Road in Lakeland. Cigarettes and cash were stolen. Based on clothing and methods used, detectives assigned to the cases believed that the same suspect was responsible for not only these 2 crimes, but possibly similar burglaries and thefts that occurred in Highlands County, Lake County, Sumter County, Volusia County, and Orange County. Carl Dunlap was identified as the suspect in the 2 Polk County burglaries. On Friday, October 7, the Dunlap was spotted driving the gray 2020 Chevrolet Malibu in the Lake Alfred area. At about 7:51 a.m., a traffic stop was attempted at Osceola Polk Line Road and Lake Wilson Road, in Davenport. The suspect stopped the vehicle, but sped away as deputies approached. At two different intersections on Polk City Road, deputies attempted to stop the suspect's vehicle by deploying stop sticks from the side of the road. And both times, Dunlap intentionally attempted to strike the deputies with the Malibu. Both deputies were able to jump out of the way. A deputy was able to stop the Malibu by using the precision immobilization technique, PIT, wedging the car against a concrete barrier at State Road 557 and I-4. Dunlap was removed from the car and arrested. A female passenger in Dunlap's vehicle told detectives that while he was fleeing from deputies, she repeatedly told him to stop the car and let her out. Dunlap refused to let her out, and at one point she put the car into neutral and he struck her hand. Dunlap admitted to detectives that he was involved with thefts of cigarettes, but refused to be specific. Carl Dunlap was transported to the Polk County Jail and charged with the following: attempted first-degree murder on Leo, 2 counts, FL. Kidnapping, F1. Unarmed burglary across county lines, 2 counts, F1. Aggravated fleeing to elude after crash, F2. Fleeing to elude high speed, F2. Grand theft, 2 counts, F2. Criminal mischief over $1,000, F3. Felony criminal mischief previously convicted, F3. Battery, M1, resisting without violence, M1. Leaving the scene of a crash with property damage, M2. Driving while license suspended/revoked, M2. November 10, 2022. Fingerprints from crime scene points to car burglar. 3 suspects arrested by PCSO. Fingerprints recovered from one of 4 vehicles that were burgled near Lakeland on October 26, 2022 lead to the identification of a suspect, and eventually the arrests of all 3 suspects involved. The Polk County Sheriff's Office has charged each of the suspects with burglary of conveyance, 4 counts, F3. And conspiracy to commit burglary, 4 counts, F3. The 3 suspects are Brandon Lambert, 20 years old, Lakeland. Landon Brown, 18 years old, Lakeland. Austin Stinson, 18 years old, Lakeland. All 4 of the car burglaries occurred in the area of 2nd Street NW in the Kathleen area of Lakeland, between 12:30 a.m. and 2 a.m. During the investigation, a deputy found fingerprints on one of the vehicle doors. The prints were submitted to the PCSO identification section, who determined that they belonged to Brandon Lambert. During an interview with Lambert, he initially denied any knowledge of the crimes. When the detective asked him if they managed to get anything from any of the vehicles, he replied, "As I recall, it was an empty pockets kind of night." Lambert was arrested. As the investigation continued, the identities of the other 2 suspects were learned. The detective interviewed Austin Stinson and he confessed to being involved with the burglaries and was arrested. By the time the detective got to Landon Brown, he was already in the Polk County Jail for an unrelated crime. During his interview with the detective, Brown also admitted to having a role in the burglaries. Equality before the law, also known as equality under the law. Equality in the eyes of the law, legal equality, or legal egalitarianism, is the principle that all people must be equally protected by the law. The rule of law is a political ideal that all citizens and institutions within a country, state, or community are accountable to the same laws, including lawmakers and leaders. It is sometimes stated simply as no one is above the law.